I'm going to show you how to do the picture cube model. It's either a cube or a book. Obviously, they have different amounts of sides on them, but for each side, you're going to use a different image that you're going to make an easel because easel makes vector images. Each one of these will end up being a scaled vector graphic, an SVG file. You can do Google searches for SVGs also, but by using it in easel, it's going to be very organized. So remember that a book has a spine, the front and the back. So what I did was I created 3 images on it. This would be the side, the spine that has the name on it, called it Miss Park's Secret Book. This would be the front, and I just went in here, looked at the pictures, found ones that I liked, and made my cover and put some text on it. And then the same thing for the back. I just made a little design, and I wrote keep out and put a lock. For the cube, I decided to do superhero logos. And what I did was I imported each one. It doesn't have to be imported as an SVG, but it does need to be a clear image for it to work correctly. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. The last one we're going to do together. And remember that a cube has 6 sides. To bring it in, you're going to import. There's different ways to do it, but the image trace I think is the easiest. When you click upload file, it does allow you to search, but you're going to find that the search is really limited. So if I type in Captain America logo, I'm pretty much not going to find anything. So I prefer to just find my own image. So I went to Google and I did my search. If you keep it very simple, it'll upload easily. The more variations in color that it has, the more difficult it's going to be. So this one is really simple, black and white. So I'm going to save the image. Then I'm going to go back. And when I go to import, I'm going to go back and show you how I did it again. This is an image trace from here, image trace. Then you upload the file. Captain America is the one that I want. And sometimes it'll load perfectly the first time, sometimes it won't. So if I click trace outlines, it's going to make these into lines. Then I can play around to make it smoother and open the threshold out, but I don't really need that. And I'm going to just throw it in the middle. So I've got all 6. Now to download them, to put them in Tinkercad, you're going to click File, Download Zip, and then you want all work pieces because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing would happen with the book covers. You would say File, Download, and then you want all 3. Now, if you decide to make a change on one of them and you only want to do the current work piece, make sure you're selecting the right one. So if I only wanted to do the back again, I would do that. Okay, so when I go to download this, it would be download zip file, and it should look something like this. A folder that has one folder for each image. And if I click on the first image, if you double tap it, it should open for you. Sometimes it's going to open up in a browser. Sometimes it's going to open up in a program. I have an art program that it opens it. But I can also say open with Google Chrome. And that's what it looks like. So what I like to do to make it easier is put them all in one place. So I'm going to actually take them out of the folder and just throw them on my desktop just to use them. And I always rename them too. You don't have to, but that's one way of doing it. Okay, so I have a brand new file here. And you're going to create this, of course, by going into Tinkercad and create new. And I'm going to bring in a box. I would keep it a simple size. This is 20. Let's make it 50 by 50. I made it a little bigger just so it's a little easier to work with. And you know each side is 50 now. And remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, top and bottom. Then for each one of your images, you're going to select, and it says 2D or 3D. So then when I select, I'm going to go on to wherever I saved it, click on it, and open it. You're going to get some choices here. I like to choose just art, so it just gets that picture. And remember how we did the sides of it to 50? I'm by 40. and see if that works. It's probably going to be not going the same direction that you want it. If I wanted to use this one for the top, the easiest way is to select both, do your aligning, centering, and what I like to do is to move it around. So there it's centered there. The only one that I haven't aligned it to is the top, and if you see what it does is puts it right on the top layer. You're going to want it a little bit above, and you have the option of making it come out or making it go in. I like to make it go in, but it's up to you. And then to put them together, you're going to group. And you basically have to do this for every single side. So 6 sides. I'm going to do one more as practice, and then we'll come back to the final so you can look at it. So here's second one. This, I'm going to open it up so you can see in Google Chrome. This is Hulk, so I'm going to save it as Hulk. And this is something that I can help you with if you get a little bit lost. But once you do it a few times, it should be pretty easy. These are small files too, so it won't take a while. So I'm going to go and find my Hulk, open. Remember, it was 40 by 40, and that worked really well. So if you know the sizes, it's going to save you a lot of time. It's probably going to be on the floor here, so you can move it around till it's in the right place, or you can make it super easy for you. Align to the front, align both to the middle, align it there, oops, and it's upside down, so all I have to do here, this right here is your flip, rotate, so go like that, whoops, do it again, and put it together. So each time you will need to group it, but what I will do is print this out so you can see it, and I'll show you guys what the final result looks like on the assignment. The second option for this assignment is to do the book, and I'm going to show you how to do the book. It's easier in that there's only 3 sides, but the only more complicated thing is that I'm going to download this. The only more difficult thing is that I'm having you bring in the book. If you go to the assignment, to create the book, you're going to need the file that's on the assignment. If you click on it, it's going to download it to your computer by clicking on the little arrow, and it's going to save. It's called Book Template. Then when you go into Tinkercad, you create your new design, and you're going to import this model before you do the pictures. So the book template, and I'm just going to do 10% and make it smaller. The one thing about the book, I would not use this to change the size. Instead, I would hold the shift down and make sure that it's still to scale. The outside of the book and the inside of the book are locked together. That is so when I print it for you, it'll come out perfectly, but you're only going to be putting your images on the top, on the side, and on the bottom. If you would like to put another image inside, you're more than welcome to. We'll just do the side and the front so we can see. And when I come in here, I'm going to do the same thing. Import, book side, art. I'm not going to mess with that because we're going to look at it with the and see what the size is. Sometimes I found that when you import something in, it'll go underneath it. So I always look underneath the item. And it was way too small, but that's okay. I can make it bigger. So I'm going to click on it here. Let's look real quick. I'm going to make it 50 by 10 and see if that looks good. Here we go. And then I'm going to take the book title and make it thinner. Rotate it. Again, I would suggest using the actual numbers because if you rotate it a little too much or a little too little, then it's going to be wonky, and you don't want that. The same thing with here. Let's rotate it 90 degrees. And we'll take the 2, align it, center, bring it to this. Wait, yeah, hold on. There. Bring that there, center, and it should be right about right. And then I'm going to move it a little bit. I'm going to have this one also inside, so I'm going to make it a hole. Put the 2 together and group. See how easy that is? So that was the side of the book. This is work piece 2. I'm guessing this is the front. So we're going to open it up with Chrome. And then I'm going to save as front. Come back into Tinkercad. So this really should be a fairly easy assignment, but getting it in the right place can totally get confusing if you're not going to use the align tool or pay attention to the numbers. Those things are super important. Okay, so I'm going to do 50 by 50. Do the same thing I did before. I'm going to align it, center, and then I'm going to move this here, manually over here. I might have to eyeball it a little bit. I can still center it there, move it over a tiny bit. If you would like your image to be sticking out, then you're going to leave it like this. Put it in just a little bit. And then I'm going to group. There you go. All right, and to turn it in, you're going to say export STL. Very important that you do that, STL.